What's up, good people? And welcome to Smiley G's Sports Nation. This be your boy, Smiley G, the real Smiley G. And today I have something that I want to get into about sports media. And in my opinion, about how sports media is operated in this day and time. But before I get into that, please like and subscribe to the video and hit the notification bell so you can be notified for all my upcoming videos. And if you're feeling generous, please donate to the channel via Cash App at SmileyG 2006 212212. Please help the channel grow. And if you have any opinions, please feel free to comment in the comment section. I'm here for all the smoke. So with that being said, let's get into this. So my first thing about this is these two major networks that I have on the screen right here, ESPN and FS1, they seem to be both majority of them are catering to LeBron James, who's, according to the majority of these medias, is their goal of basketball. Now, in my honest opinion, I don't really believe that all of them believe that he's the GOAT. I think it's more of a propaganda, and some of them might even be paid by Clutch Sports. But that's neither here nor there. The agenda is to make you believe that they are LeBron James fans and that they really believe that LeBron James is their GOAT. And what I seem to also see in sports media is that people who claim that they're not LeBron James fanboys or who don't agree with the LeBron James is the GOAT narrative, when people who are LeBron James fans seem to bring up stats or basically made up stats or narrative stats that they create to make you think that the stat is factual without context. People that are against LeBron James, they seem like they cannot defend the majority who think their GOAT is that's not LeBron James, which is Michael Jordan. Because a lot of people have either Michael Jordan or LeBron as the 1 and 2. And majority have Michael Jordan as the GOAT. But you have, some people who, in their own opinion, that LeBron James is the GOAT, which I don't knock him, but I don't think it's not even close. But that's neither here nor there. But it seems like when LeBron James fans, or fanboys, or whatever you want to call them, seem like when they are defending LeBron James and make what seems to be a good point, which in my opinion a lot of times don't be a good point, it seems like the people who are going against him can't seem to debunk the points they make. For example, let's give you a good example. Nick Wright, who I think is probably LeBron James' big supporter outside of maybe Shannon Sharp. I don't know, they might be tit for tat. But Nick Wright is a big LeBron James defense attorney. That's who I'm going to call him, defense attorney, because he loves to defend LeBron James. And he speaks on behalf of LeBron James. But one particular thing he like to use is LeBron James scored more points than Michael Jordan in less shots. And people like to use that. And instead of just easily debunking where Michael Jordan didn't do that because he took more twos that's not more than three. 3 points is more than two. And if you take more threes, you can do that in less shots. But instead of them debunking, they just act like, well, yeah, you're right. Or just say another thing. Another example that people like to use. They always like to talk about LeBron is a better all-around player than Michael Jordan. Do I believe that LeBron James is a better overall all-around player than Michael Jordan? Absolutely not. What I seem to see on sports media about LeBron James is they put up specific stats that benefits LeBron James and leave out other things that they know will hurt LeBron James. For instance, they like to bring up only points, rebounds, and assists, and field goal percentage. But they fail to bring up anything else after that because they know if they brought up steals and blocks and anything else that relative to PER and all that, LeBron James wouldn't favor in that category. They can't say he's the best all-around player. But the reason why I don't agree that LeBron James is the best all-around player is because there's two sides of the ball, offense and defense. And I think that Jordan is a better offensive player as well as a better defensive player. Now, some people might argue, well, LeBron James, he got more assists. Yeah, he has more assists. His rebounding is without context. I mean, LeBron James is a good rebounder if you just want to just use stats as far as just numbers. But if you were going by position, LeBron, according to position, is not a good rebounder. I mean, he's not even a better rebounder than Larry Bird in this position. And he's more athletic. So let's just put context to this stuff. Is LeBron James really a better all-around player than Jordan? In my opinion, absolutely not. Well, let's go to something else. Something like LeBron James' stats are better. I'm so sick and tired of this total stat stuff. LeBron James going to have the best career of all time because he ain't going to have 40,000 points. He's going to have 20,000 rebounds. He's going to have 10,000 assists. What about his averages? What is he ranked in points and averaging? Why they glossing over averages? They intentionally take off averages to try to glorify this man. I don't know what the agenda or what the benefits that they are getting for trying to praise this man like he just the best thing since light bread, since the television set or whatever. He is a great player, don't get me wrong. But he's the greatest player or something that just must watch TV or something that we makes him the best of all time. Absolutely not. Jordan, in a shorter period of time, has done more than this man has done in going on 22 seasons if you play next year. He has accomplished way more. He averaged way more points, has way more scoring titles. Now, people say, well, that's all you want to talk about is scoring. Well, that's what the game is about, getting the bucket, getting the ball in the bucket. You win the game by having the most buckets, not together. Assists, that's all cool, but scoring the ball is more important than getting assists. Well, what about rebound? Rebound is good too. But the objective of the game is to put the ball in the bucket. That's what Michael Jordan did. No matter how, no matter what it took, he managed to put that ball in the bucket. Well, other people want to say, well, that's all y'all want to do is score. And if that case, then Wilt Chamberlain the bench. Well, Wilt Chamberlain had a good start. But still, even after Wilt Chamberlain's remarkable 50-point averages and 4,000 points in one season, when it come down to it, at the end of his career, he started to decline tremendously. And I don't know, some of it might be that he was willing to decline, but he knew that he had to fall back a little bit in order for him to win, because he wasn't winning trying to score all the points. Jordan is the first player in NBA history that was able to be the scorer, leading scorer of a team, and also win 6 titles. Jordan is the only player in NBA history to be the scoring leader, as well as the MVP, as well as the Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan has more steals than LeBron James. Jordan averages more blocks per game than LeBron James in the regular season. And LeBron James has down at 3 inches on Jordan, 2.5, whatever you want to call it. He outweighs Jordan about 30, 40 pounds. So he should easily be a better blocker, but that's not the case. LeBron James is a little bit lazy on defense. He's an inconsistent defender. Jordan, when he got older, did start resting. He did that. But he still more consistent. He was a more consistent defender than LeBron James was. He never stayed on the other side of the court when the play was on the offensive side of the court. He's still on the other side waiting for them to come back. That's something Jordan never did. That's all. I don't understand what the media has going on. I do. I get it. I mean, I think he might be paying them. They know this. People talk about LeBron James. That's what get them their money. So I can't blame it. Just like the Cowboys. Just my Cowboys. People talk about my Cowboys. That's how they get their ratings, talking about my Cowboys. But it just seemed like every time that LeBron James do something, the media had to have the general. Well, beginning of the season, the Lakers are probably going to win the championship this year. They probably the second best team. Only team threat they have is Denver Nuggets. Yet, I checked last year. Then Phoenix Suns took them 6 games, but the Lakers got swept. So how it was? What did y'all see that I didn't see that make you think that the Lakers would be a better chance against the Denver Nuggets than the Phoenix Suns? I mean, I just don't see what y'all seeing. It's just the agenda to praise this man for whatever reason. They talk about it when they won that overrated in-season tournament. Oh yeah, the Lakers are ready. They waited to win it. All people talking about them, bragging about them, how good the Lakers was. When there's the took agenda for that the teams were getting hurt, the Denver got hurt. I was just doing anything to make the Lakers win because they knew that they get the in-season tournament. That's what they good enough because they knew they didn't have nothing coming when the playoffs came. Then this year, they had a good start going against Denver. They end up getting beat in 5 games. Now LeBron all of a sudden doesn't have enough help. This I don't have enough help agenda has to stop. And I ain't going to cut the media. I ain't going to kill the media. I'm not going to try to kill the media. I'm just going to cut their skirt. I'm going to cut their skirt. This has to stop. Y'all have to stop lying for LeBron James. It had to stop. I'm not going to kill the media. I'm just going to cut their skirt. But now, I mean, these folks lying so much and LeBron James is failing so miserably. Every time they prop this man up, he always underachieves some kind of way. It's getting so bad now the word media can't even lie for him no more. Some of the media is turning on him. Like Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins a big LeBron James fan. But LeBron James fell in so misery that he can't even take up for him no more. Where's the accountability, LeBron James? That's what Kendrick Perkins said. He blaming Darvin Ham for why they didn't make it. Darvin Ham is not the reason why the Lakers didn't beat Denver Nuggets. They just didn't have enough help. Not saying that LeBron James did have help to do something, but Denver just was the better team. So why are they blaming Darvin Ham? Man, on another thing about LeBron James, he always requesting to get these players, but when you get these players that don't work out, then now I want you to trade them. And then he blame everybody except for the person who was in the mirror. Just like last year, when they had Russell Westbrook. And really 2 years ago, it started 2 years. They got Russell Westbrook 2 years ago. They failed miserably. Didn't even make play. They were 12 games, I want to say, under 500. If I'm not mistaken. I'm not quite sure. But all I know is that's probably the worst season of LeBron's career. Yet he had one star, that's Anthony Davis, who was a top 75 player, as well as Russell Westbrook, who's also a top 75 player. Now, to be fair to LeBron James, because I try to be unbiased, even though the man is he got a lot of things that he go against him. I still try to be unbiased. He requested Russell Westbrook. They got rid of Kyle Kuzma, KCP, and Alex Caruso to get Russell Westbrook. Then when they get Russell Westbrook, which I knew wasn't going to work because Russell Westbrook and LeBron James is they're the same player. They're two dominant ball handlers. Can't have two dominant ball handlers and one that came to Russell Westbrook is basically a driver. He's a slasher. He's not a shooter. LeBron James is a consistent shooter, so you knew that wasn't going to work. Yet they went and got him anyway, and then when it didn't work, it's Russell Westbrook's fault. No, it's not Russell Westbrook's fault. It's Rob Pelinka and LeBron James' fault. Which is another thing. Darvin Ham gets fired. Yet, why is Rob Pelinka not being fired for the one who got those players? And then here come the media. LeBron James just need more help. Now, like I said again, you have people that's trying to turn on LeBron James because they're not liking that Rob Pelinka got fired. Darvin Ham got fired. They're taking up for Darvin Ham, which is a good thing. I commend them for that. But yeah, they still not holding LeBron James accountable as a whole like they should. Like Nick Wright. Nick Wright is not going to hold LeBron James accountable at all. They would deflect. Like I saw one segment of Nick Wright where he was saying, well, Kevin Garnett and Keem Olajuwon, well, not Keem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing, Kevin Garnett, Allen Iverson, Shaquille O'Neal, all these players had a lot of coaches that like LeBron James did. But we're not talking about those players because those players are not known as trying to get the GOAT of all time. And even though they did get those players took accountability for the most part. Shaq took accountability. Allen Iverson took accountability. KG took accountability. These players took accountability. LeBron James, when it matters. Now, I heard somebody say, it was a little clip I watched that it said that LeBron James did take accountability, which he did when Miami was down to, they had lost to Who they had lost to? Who they lost to? I want to say, was it? I can't remember who it was, but all I know was they ended up losing somebody that wasn't a contender, that wasn't a threat to them. And LeBron James took accountability for the game. That's not the same thing because you know you can take accountability of that because you know y'all was gonna beat them anyway. They were the team that they would have get didn't have a chance of beating them. This was Miami with D Wade and Chris Bosh. Whatever team it was didn't have a chance to beat Miami. We're talking about a time where you know that you have a chance to lose. We're not talking about losing one game. We're talking about losing the potential losing a series and take accountability of why you eliminated out of the playoff. He will not take that. He's just so much of a prima donna, and diva that he refused to take accountability. It's always somebody else's fault. And then I'm just going to say, sports media have to stop doing that. They have to stop taking up for this man because he is to blame for majority of the reasons that went wrong, especially with these Lakers. He's the head honcho. But that's all I got. Y'all just come in if you disagree or you agree. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And just peace to y'all, brothers and sisters.